back. So our next guest is Vicky. Could you please introduce yourself and your role at LJMU?
Yep. Hi, everyone. I'm Vicky Farrall, and I'm a careers and employability trainer. And my job involves designing and delivering online and in-person workshops for students around the university around kind of employability and careers subjects and topics.
Okay, thank you. So why do you think conversations about mental health and employability are important right now?
I think they're really important because the two are so kind of deeply linked together, really. If you're not feeling, I suppose, particularly strong mentally, if you're suffering from anxiety or depression or low confidence, it can be really hard to plan ahead for your career and kind of think about the future. And the same as, I suppose, if you're feeling like that your future's uncertain, then that has an impact on your mental health as well. So it's kind of a two-way process, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So obviously with level 6 students leaving and a new cohort coming in soon, what career-related pressures have students been bringing to you lately?
All sorts, really. So a real wide range. So for the final years, for example, we've got that kind of sense of urgency that, got to get a job, need to get a graduate job quite quickly. For some, it could be just like, where do I start? Where do I go from here? What do I do next? Others, it could be dealing with job rejections. It could be imposter syndrome. And then you've got other students who are kind of dealing with their kind of their mental health and maybe with kind of disabilities as well, and how to explain those to employers and whether to disclose. There's other students who are dealing with money worries, caring responsibilities. The list is endless, really. There's a lot of pressure on students at the moment.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned imposter syndrome. How does something like that, or low self-esteem, how does it impact a student's ability to plan for the future?
So I think it's, first of all, to say, imposter syndrome is so common. So many people suffer from imposter syndrome. People who've been working for years suffer from it. And I suppose the first thing to say is just because you feel like that doesn't mean that you are an imposter. And it doesn't define your abilities. But it does affect people and the way that they feel about kind of things like careers planning and things like that. Because I suppose if you feel like an imposter, if your confidence is low, you're not going to put yourself forward and look for opportunities, maybe connect with people on LinkedIn, go to those networking events, because maybe you can't, put yourself in that space, really.
So kind of speaking on those issues, what are some tools and workshops that LJMU Student Futures offer that help with kind of these anxieties and stresses about going into careers?
So I think one of the key ways really to feel more confident and feel more in control is to know that we're here to help you. We are here to support you through all of this, wherever you are, however you're feeling about the future. So there's us as a team, obviously, that are more than happy to help people. Also, we've got a whole range of online resources as well. So we've got something called Career Zone 24/7, which is a kind of online bank of resources, learning pathways, tools to help anybody with their career planning. Our team design and deliver online and in-person workshops around all sorts of things to help you prepare for kind of applying for jobs and being successful while you're in a job. So they're open to people to come along to. And also we have those one-to-one appointments as well for careers meetings. So, you'd like to sit down with somebody and just say, where do I start? Or I've done this so far, what do I do next? Please make an appointment to see us, really. And the message is, we're here to help anybody no matter what stage of their career journey that they're at.
That's great.
If students could change one thing about the mental health support that they have in place at the minute, what do you think it would be, given the experience that you have already?
About the support that they have?
The support that they have within the department.
I suppose if it's something kind of thinking about the mental health, kind of one thing I would say is that you don't have to wait until you're 100% feeling positive to do something. Sometimes we put things off and think, well, I'm not quite ready yet, or I don't feel quite like seeing someone yet, or I don't want to make that appointment yet. But to say, you can still feel doubt about things and feel doubt about yourself and take action. You can still move forward and attend webinars or have a meeting with someone and still not feel 100%. So don't let that hold you back.
Yeah. And would you say that there is still quite a stigma with obviously coming to terms with struggling and then actually reaching out for help? Do you think that's something that students do struggle to do?
I definitely, I think so. I think sometimes I feel in the careers service we see the people who kind of we see more people who are able to take the next step because they feel confident enough to contact us and do something about it. But I'm sure there's lots of students out there who are probably thinking they're the only ones in this situation, only ones feeling that way. And actually, we're here for everybody. So, please come along and see us. Okay.
In terms of career readiness, what role would you say confidence plays?
It plays a huge role, really, because again, if you're not feeling confident, it's very hard to articulate your skills, to kind of sell yourself to an employer, to even look through a whole list of job roles and think, I can do that. If you're not feeling great about yourself or your abilities. So if people have low confidence, they tend to kind of maybe undersell themselves on a CV or kind of just dismiss opportunities that they're probably very, very good at. So yes, confidence is an important one. And again, I suppose it's acknowledging, if you're in that situation, to think, oh, I don't feel 100% confident, but you know what, I can do something. I can take one small step.
Yeah.
In terms of confidence, how can a student interact with yourself to develop that skill?
So myself and my colleagues design and deliver workshops and webinars, like we said, so in-person online workshops. And that's the way that we try and kind of engage everybody and kind of, I suppose, upskill people so that, sometimes there are issues around the job recruitment process or kind of how to interact with employees that people are a bit wary of and they don't know how to go about it. And that's what we're here to kind of improve people's knowledge about things, make them feel more kind of, I suppose, equipped to deal with kind of job applications, assessment centres, things like that.
Yeah. Just to kind of close off, what is one thing you wish every student knew about their future and their career that you think they're probably worried about, but it's reassuring?
Reassuring, okay. I think the key thing is to see it's your journey. So don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look at kind of all these lovely posts on LinkedIn and Instagram and the people who've got the wonderful graduate schemes and things like that. That's great for them, but it might not be right for you. So, it's not a race. It's, as I said, it's your own journey. No one's plan fits everybody. So you've got to find your own path, your own way. And as we said, everybody's here to support you. You're certainly not on your own with that. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.